Hi Gemini, welcome to your monthly zodiac reading for January 2021. I hope this video finds you well. Today's the first day of the winter solstice, so also happy winter solstice. This video is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or if you're interested in a Gemini. And these are pretty general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, feel free to like, subscribe, and share the videos if they resonate, but also subscribe in general and hit the alert notifications if you would like, so that way you can be updated every time I make a new video for you guys. Or to cross-watch other signs, that I do, because I am going to be doing all zodiac signs monthly. But today I wanted to start with you guys because we moved into the age of Aquarius on this winter solstice. It's also the first day of Capricorn season. Last of the earth sign, we're about to enter in so much practical and grounded energy for the rest of this month, which is awesome. But we have Jupiter and Saturn that just moved into Aquarius, and they're no longer in Capricorn, which means that we've started a new era for the next 200-year cycle of that, those planetary bodies being in air signs. And I think that is going to be awesome because everything that they're foretelling right now, because of this whole era, we're supposed to be entering in this new state of consciousness, this new state of being connected as people and getting back to the human source of things versus being run by other things. There's just so much that I could go in on to it about it, but with that being in air signs in general, that is really, really strong for you guys. They say that this next year, 2021 in general, is going to be the best year for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So take power, you guys. Use your highest of minds. You guys are always great thinkers in general. So yeah. All right, let's get into your reading. It's for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 2021. Spirit, what messages do we have for Gemini? Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. Higher intellect. I was just literally having this whole rant tangent at the beginning of this video about higher minds, higher consciousness. King of Swords is definitely that. He is mastery of the mind. He knows everything that he wants. He knows how to get it, in the sense all the kings do. All the kings have all their information built up. They know how to use whatever it is that their source is, whatever their power lies in, and this is all mental. They know how to execute that. So I can see a lot of you guys probably coming into a place here soon, like I said, stepping into your power, having ultimate clarity on things and situations, being able to use your voice very, very strongly. I mentioned in the beginning of this video about not having much myself communication wise, all right. Oh my God, yes. Okay. So first card we have out is the Wheel of Fortune. We got some Tower energy here too. An Empress. This is also a general theme of your reading. Higher minds. Already, I see a lot of destruction of the old. A lot of things coming to light. And you're probably turning away from a lot of things that were once comfortable, but we'll clarify later what this turning away from is. But turning away is going to be your best option because that's what's at the end of this reading is the Eight of Cups, and he's turning away from things, especially things that made him feel emotional. But let's go ahead and jump on into your reading. So first card out, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is divine fate spinning the wheel for you. You could have definitely closed up some cycles here. We all are closing up cycles for 2020 anyways, because we're reaching the end of not only a decade, because technically the decade starts with that zero, with that, and I'm not talking about in numerology or astrology or anything with that deals with true numbers, but just as a number spectrum in general. Whenever we think of the decade, we're the new 0 or the number 10 is the new beginning, that 1 in front of that thing, when technically it's really kind of not. The new beginning is the number 1. So 2021 will technically be our new beginning, whereas right now we're kind of culminating things. This has been a huge culminating year. So I love when the Wheel of Fortune pops out a lot whenever it comes into that just because this is like karmic cycles being closed up, different things kind of like coming to a close in general. Information has been received. Divinity has like put in motion all these things for you. So that way things will start to play out highest in your favor. Card underneath that is the moon, card of Pisces. So some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. Also Cancer as well, because it's ruled by Cancer. I heard Pisces first though. A lot of times I see the moon card and I automatically think of Pisces just because that is their zodiac card, but this also can be dealing with the Cancer if you have that person around you. And then underneath that, we have the Page of Wands. So what I would say has been jump-started for you in the most recent past is maybe something has been a little bit revealed to you, and it's got you feeling a little bit passionate about starting something new. We'll get into a little bit later what maybe that something is, but the moon is all about secrets being revealed. It's all about illusion, or things need to be brought into the light, because the moon is ruled by the darkness, but also the sun lights up the moon and lets you be able to see everything on land. And this person right here, I'm like already seeing he's standing on land. He's ready to like conquer before. The Page of Wands to me is always like the spark of an idea. So maybe whatever like spirit has put into place for you, this spark that's helped to illuminate something is also what's led you to a little bit of a new idea. Bottom of the deck, like I said earlier too, King of Swords. That is like knowing something, especially like mastery wise, where you want to go, what you want to do intellectually, something that you have ideas on regardless. So like I would say definitely step into whatever this little position is going to be, and we'll clarify that later on. First, in the position for present, we have the Tower, ending of cycles. Once again, that's also Scorpio energy. So we already have like Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, all the water signs here in this reading. And the Tower is whenever everything around you starts to crash down. You know, it's in the highest favor because it's a card of change in general. Scorpio in itself is like death and rebirth, and this is more like the death of like a foundation, because like once everything is broken down and you have like a clean level to like start rebuilding on, you can usually rebuild something a lot stronger. Right now I'm seeing that you guys are definitely like taking some powerhouse of ideas, maybe not dealing with quite as much of an emotion, or maybe this is like taking a lot of motion to get where you are. But regardless, whatever it is, the thing that you're about to start building is going to be something that's a lot stronger, just because we have underneath that the Ace of Swords and then the Strength card. So like we already have the promise in the bottom of this row that, like I just said, it's going to be stronger. Whatever this foundation that's being built, this new idea, it is very, very promising, because even with these cards lined up like this, we have this area right here where you go from the Page of Wands to Strength. You know what I mean? This is going to be something that's like built to last. I'm hearing built to last. Ace of Swords is overall clarity, a new beginning. So new beginning wise with your intellect and stuff, new ways of thinking. That could be what like kind of came down as like all this old ways of thinking. Maybe some things were presented to you out of the darkness, something that I'm hearing shadow work now as well for some of you, especially those of you that practice heavy amounts of shadow work. This is opening doors for you guys, because it's taken a lot to get here, and now you're trying to like find everything that you need. But with that like King of Swords being there, and now the Ace of Swords, go for it. Go for whatever that is, because whatever this is in the future position is going to have you in this Empress energy. You know, going from Strength to the Empress card, and this, they both have this like beautiful golden glow. Like there's a lot more sunlight in here. We've got more of a sunset energy, but you've spent all this like time in the sun, and now it's time to like kind of bask in that light and just feel at rest. Empress is also a card. It could be like Taurus and Libra, so some of you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. I usually automatically will see Taurus energy, just because the Empress is like fertility and like total earth energy in general. Maybe some of you could be deciding to, you know, start to have children. And the only reason I'm going to say that is because the Six of Cups comes up immediately after. And this usually is a card of children or childhood, nostalgic times. But it's also happiness and harmonious times. And she sits in happiness. She has everything that she needs. She's comfortable. She's very well sought after for the fact that she is able to just like remain completely balanced. Not with just her emotions, but everything that she has in the material world. The Empress energy is really, really strong. And then we have the Eight of Cups at the bottom of this reading. So whatever you're using your mind for is going to take strength, but it's going to like lead you into a place that's a little bit more comfortable. But like once again, I'm still just seeing this message of whatever this is going to have to be turned away from, you know, to be able to get there, whatever this darkness is in this past. And I'm doing this video in December, so by the time most of you actually probably find this video, it will be January, and this will be starting to truly unfold. And you guys will know what this is. Y'all could have just been walking away or starting to walk away as you're getting this message. I'm going to pull some clarifying cards. I'm actually going to start with this Eight of Cups because I want to know the ending before I know the beginning. I feel like the beginning is already like showing a lot, and we can clarify what some of those things are, but I want to know what you're moving away from. What is this Eight of Cups here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Thank you, Spirit. Justice. So some of you guys are finding truth in something. Some of you guys are rectifying some sort of situation. With this being like the spark of an idea, something, and something that's like posed a little bit of challenge, but you're like, you definitely are comfortable with this thing. But I'm seeing this now, like Wheel of Fortune to the Tower to the Empress. You know, this is very a calming change. This isn't something where most times people freak out over whatever this change is. So I think that you're not going to be too worried about this, whatever this move will be, because it's something that, you know, was like owed to you. I was about to say paid off. Something did, I guess, pay off because now you're able to move away from it. Whatever this is going to be. Let's get one more clarifying for this. What is this Justice card with the Eight of Cups? The Moon again. I like that. Turning away. The Moon's already in here. So much is coming in. Okay. So I'm just going to grab these two cards, and then we'll go ahead and grab this Moon too. Same cards coming up in your reading. This is in the past position. This is in the future. The Moon is clarifying this. All three of these cards have this same type of moon symbol on it. Obviously, I don't have to pick up the other one because this one mirrors the exact same image on the other one. But they both have this moon that's in the sun with the face and all this whatnot. But definitely some like things coming to light. Some things came to light that's had you to like make a decision on something. Some of you guys, like I said, could have spoke some truth or like wielded some kind of truth because like we have so many swords energies. Not even so many. I say so many because, like I said, I've done like 4 readings for you guys. I think I might have said it. And you guys have just not been able to come out for me. Like, this message has been so hard to get out. But I think it's because, like, we've been having to find some truth and, like answering these questions, answering these, like, things, taking on these tasks with that sword. Like, and now I'm sitting here holding that sword myself metaphorically and not so physically. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, what are you trying to, like, make decisions about, Gemini? Something's definitely going to come out, I would say, in January. Now that I've got a little bit, knowing that something's like kind of almost karmic, we've got karma, which could be with the Justice card as well. But just like regardless, setting wrongs right, changing cycles, changing things, like that's what the Wheel of Fortune is all about. So that's at the beginning and the ending of your reading across. Something's taking a heavy amount of clarity to get to this like turning away point, because like this Page of Wands, this way, like they both cross this Ace of Swords, going from this direction back up to this direction, from Page of Wands, Ace of Swords to the Empress. They're both trying to get somewhere. Where are you trying to go? I want one more clarifying for this Eight of Cups. What's the Moon? What is this secret? What is this secret? What is this? What is this that's going to bring more balance into Gemini's life? Six of Cups. Again, that's like right over top of it. Now this is a clarifying card. You guys definitely need to return to home. Whatever is home for you, if it's a family place, revisiting family. I'm also seeing like just a little bit more happier times in general, like putting your best effort forward. Some of you guys might have a hard time with your emotions as well, just dealing with some things like balancing out one thing or the other. But like Six of Cups, like this is also energy showing again, like turning away from times. Maybe some of you guys have had a hard time, like, I don't want to say necessarily just having kids, but around kids, or kids could be a major issue here with what you're dealing with. You know, they could be something that's just like overwhelming right now, because like regardless, there is like those secrets and illusions here. We've got this change, but it's not like so overwhelming because like I said, the Empress is here. But like maybe this is something also for your kids. So maybe like, you know, some of you guys could have a kid that's a Gemini that's like kind of going through this like emotional time and like a little bit of upheaval, and it's going to turn away for something. I already know at the end of this reading I'm going to pull another row. Like I want to know what truly this all is. Let's go back up to this Wheel of Fortune. What is this Wheel of Fortune for Gemini spirit? I feel so many breaths for you guys. Like, what is going on with you guys, Gemini? Like, this Empress is here and she's supposed to be calm, but like I felt jittery for you guys for like a week now. Are you guys feeling shook up? Got a card fly out. Two of Pentacles, making a decision about something. This Wheel of Fortune came in to help you decide against something. Let's clarify this Moon. tie those two together. Figure out what this secret was, what this illusion was, what these things that were in the dark that were revealed to you that obviously you had to make a choice on. That keeps wanting to come out, but it's not like truly flipping. Nine of Swords. Overthinking, restlessness, staying up late at night, trying to figure something out. I feel like you guys are trying to decide something, and that's what needs to come to light. A decision needs to be made. With the fact that the Page of Wands, we're going to go ahead and clarify that, but I'm assuming that Spirit's trying to get you to make a decision, and you're being a little restless about it. Yeah, Spirit is definitely trying to get you guys to hear something, see something. Judgment. That's trumpets blaring, you being able to rejoice from messages from above, messages from angels. So at the top of the reading, we start with messages from Divine Spirit. Turn the wheel from Spirit. Spirit working in your favor. But now also Spirit basically being hello. Hello. This decision, this idea, this spark of creativity, this spark of movement forward in general, whatever's going to trigger and cause this change, let it happen. Because with this being that past position, this being present, you guys haven't made whatever this is. Spirit is just now offering this to you. Something like, you know, you're going to be in your head about it for a little bit. Whatever this is something that you're almost, I'm getting now with the Nine of Swords and the Moon being there together, that you're not wanting to see this, because that Nine of Swords is all restlessness. It's all like literally overthinking to the fucking max. And as an air sign, I'm pretty sure all three of you can think about and be overwhelmed by too much. But I know Gemini in specific, you guys are always like the two scales. Y'all have the Lovers as y'all's card in general, so it shows two embodiments, that you are dualic forces in general. So y'all are this or that, pros and cons, negative, positive. That is like what Gemini kind of is, and then that rules with communication. I think that you guys like should be like hearing this message. You guys don't want to hear it for whatever reason, but like regardless, like to get whatever this is going, whatever this momentum that needs to be done, this spark that needs to be created back inside of you to get you out of this dark space. Spirit's like screaming it at you. Like, listen, I feel in like a little bit of stubborn energy, because that's been in y'all's other readings. Y'all had Four of Cups and like a lot of swords in one of your other readings, like nothing but almost swords. So you guys have had like a lot of mental chatter going on. A lot of you guys have turned away from relationships in the past. I'm going to bring that up, even though that's not the cards that's present right here. I did do those pre-shuffles in those readings that I started before, and those were kind of themes that came up in them. So y'all need to run with some ideas. She wanted to come out. That's High Priestess, by the way. I saw her as she was dropping. High Priestess has all the answers. I'm sitting here, y'all need to find out this information, saying whatever I was saying, and like out comes this bitch. High Priestess, she literally has the moon right here that is on this card, seated at her throne, grounded, because she's already got all the answers. She holds that scroll that's in her hand, because it's got all those documents, all those receipts and everything like that scribbled onto it. She's already done her research and her work and found out what she needed to find out. Spirit might have also had a hand in that. So I feel like some of y'all could have gotten divine messages from Spirit. Maybe you could have been placed in front of somebody that you didn't expect to see or talk to or anything like that. Or just like, even if you saw them from afar or whatever, but this is giving you ideas to move on to something different. You know, that's a message I just like randomly heard. It doesn't go as an overall theme, but you know, those who heard that will resonate with it if it was meant for you. But regardless, High Priestess, she has the answer to all. So with Judgment being here over top of that Page of Wands, you guys need to like pick up whatever this idea is and start this like spark of change. That's overall what this is. I'm not even so sure that this is an idea. This is all mental stuff, because we were dealing with swords in the beginning. We have the Ace of Swords here offering a new beginning as your position. When that spark comes in, you guys, let that change start. It might be hard. You know, and it's not showing that it's going to be, because I keep mentioning this, that Empress is over there in that third position as your future self. And that's awesome right after the Tower. You know what I mean? That's true promise that something is going to be better, that you're going to be so much happier and comfortable with your surroundings too. But y'all need to let go of whatever that bullshit is. Whatever y'all are overthinking and stuff, let it go. The Tower, let's clarify that, Spirit. That already wants to fall out. Five of Swords. Conflicts, not letting things go. I say not letting things go because this person is still holding swords while these guys have dropped it. It also could be cleaning up messes. It just depending on, you know, what energy resides. But a lot of times I see like this person is still like kind of like picking up the pieces while these are done and over with it. So you're still left once again cleaning up the pieces. You're still sitting there in your mind, Gemini. Let's get one more clarifying card for the Five of Swords with the Tower. Very combative energy. You guys are kind of picking up stuff. Ooh. More swords in the world. We got the Four of Swords and the World card as overlaying messages for that. The Tower and the Five of Swords together, I'm going to take that as it's going to be very conflictive and feel like you're picking up pieces for a while to build this new structure. But the easiest thing that we're going to have here is like a cycle completed because of this. Because this, I saw this first, the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is all about introspection, prayer, meditation, kind of going within. You know, whenever this change and this disruption starts happening, remember that you have a foundation to kind of like set with yourself. Use your intuition, because the High Priestess is here. You know, this is also a card of intuition, because when you quiet your mind, I love that I'm hearing that too. I'm glad that I said that. When you quiet your mind, because here we're not so quiet. When you finally quiet that mind, look what can be offered to you. The world. The world is like the end of cycles, the end of completion. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is, like I said, cycles being ended. So now right next to that, we have as a clarifier that the cycle is going to end, but it's going to take a lot of like your within energy to get that. And this is at the bottom of my deck that I was shuffling, pulling those cards for, the Wheel of Fortune again. So we're mentioning that, you guys, in this cycle, whatever this is for you, it could be, you know, business related. Like I said, this is general. It could be love. I'm not getting a full source on exactly what it is. I think this more deals with you as a specific person, just because of what I talked about at the beginning of this video, you know, moving into this new mind, you know, place of intellect and whatnot. This is showing you guys using your higher mind to fuel you forward, to get you where you need to be, because it's going to be a better place. Some of you guys, once again, might be moving with that energy, like moving forward to something new in general, moving away from all this mindsets. And that makes so much more sense now, staring at that Eight of Cups. That's what you guys are going to end up turning away from. And I've still got like 4 cards to clarify. You guys are going to end up turning away from all this restless thoughts. You're going to find balance back up within yourself. There's also this balancing act over, I said, making a choice earlier about something. Your choice is probably to like quiet your mind finally and listen to spirit instead of listening to everything that's going on in you. Or you're not listening to yourself enough, and you need to listen to your higher mind, because then when you're listening to your higher consciousness, you can then hear spirit. Or whatever you follow, wherever you get your messages from, you know, whatever they are. Page of Swords. Randomly fall out. I was about to start clarifying the Ace of Swords, so I'm going to throw that right there. Page of Swords is the spark of a new idea. She's also like, or he, I'm hearing she, so a lot of you might be female, or like a lot of feminine energy in general. Page of Swords is actually, I think, male. But regardless of gender and stuff, Page of Swords is the new idea of something. That's new mindsets and stuff right there as well. With that Ace of Swords offering a new beginning, you guys get out of that mind once again. We've got so much swords here. I said that a little bit ago, that there was a lot of swords in your past readings. There's still so much swords coming up as your clarifier in these. So you guys need to get out of your mind, take some new ideas, whatever, like I said, that spark that's going to break down your foundations and stuff. Use your mind next time around to like do things a little bit differently. Don't do the things that you have done before. The rule book that you have written for yourself that says you need to be this way, you need to do all these things. Nope, Spirit's done come in and cleaned out all that shit out. And now it's time for your new beginning. It's time to step into your higher mind and your highest self. I almost yawned while I said that. King of Pentacles over the Strength card. I didn't even have to ask for that clarification. That's where I was moving on to. So with Strength, this is 2 cards of strength right here, basically, because this shows security, this shows financial gain, everything around you is stabilic, and for something to be stable, it has to have strength, it has to be strong. Let's get one more clarifying for this. Strong minds, guys. Step into your strongest mind. Like I keep saying it, I'm going to go ahead and take that as like one of the hugest messages you need to take from this, is to like get out that mind. What card do we have here? Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is strike while the iron is hot. Messages coming in. A lot of you guys could be maybe like using this communication that I've been talking about this whole time. Maybe this communication is going to really start in a different way now. But it being aligned with this and me saying that you're trying to get stability, this message that's coming in is from this Wheel of Fortune. It's from Spirit. Like I said, listening Spirit. They're trying to get you so hard to teach you that you need to like source for yourself. Be in your highest of mind. That's what's going to bring you to this Empress energy. Let's clarify the Empress here. What is this Empress for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We got the Seven of Pentacles. I'm going to pull one more card. There's already one flipped. I am not going to take that because it's been flipped for a while. I've just been passing it and haven't seen what it was. Spirit, give me one more clarifying for the Empress and the Seven of Pentacles. The Devil. I have a feeling that a lot of you guys are, I don't want to call you obsessive, but you might be obsessing in general, just because if you're obsessing over something and it's making you get stuck in your mind, this is what you're going to be doing. If you're obsessing over something, you're going to be pouting, sitting up in bed late at night, not happy. All those swords that are ready to basically penetrate you or like hoist all your like mental chatter are an obsession. It's a toxic energy. And the Seven of Pentacles is all about growth. It's all about like overcoming those things, taking what needs to be like discarded from your harvest that's not helping you to harvest. This bitch is fully harvested. She's got everything that she needs. So there might be some things that you need to clear out. Once again, mental is all here. So like those mental things, that mental chatter needs to kind of be weeded out. The thoughts that are meant to be there. I talked about tossing out that rule book and everything that you had for your past. Let go of all that stuff. Really refine yourself in this period too, because we have a lot of refinement here in general with the Four of Swords, the new structure that's coming in from this Tower. And this is the clarifying row for this energy. You guys, start to prune your tree. If there's like bad, I'm going to use the term apples, like if you have an apple tree or a bush or a tomato bush, whatever this plant is, this you that's the seeds that you have planted for harvest, and you see, oh, some of these seeds aren't doing so well, like now they're rooting up and they're starting to decay, and now they're causing that decay throughout the rest of this stuff. You gotta let that go, because this is going to like cause a lot of destruction in general in itself and kind of keep you from this Empress energy. I do like that. Prune your tree, guys. Clear out what doesn't need to be there anymore. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. You guys, I can't make this shit up. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups clarifies the Six of Cups in this row. And earlier when we were clarifying the Eight of Cups, we had the Eight of Cups getting clarified by the Six of Cups. I think that you guys are going to reconnect with somebody from the past, or maybe you have somebody, or maybe some past stuff, past situations. You're not going to reconnect. Okay, maybe you do need to reconnect, because I've talked a lot about communication. There's a lot of communication and Swords energy here. There's a lot of air energy in this reading. There could be somebody that you guys need to connect to that once were a part of your world. And now with that new structure being broken down, they're not necessarily going to be a part of it. So that's what you're kind of moving away from. But maybe there's some clarity that needs to be found in this situation, and kind of you might need to go talk to that person. Have clear communication with them, because that's what the Ace of Swords, that's what the King of Swords is all about. And that's going to help clear this energy off. Maybe that's part of what needs to be like pruned away from you guys. Maybe there's still people around you that are from your past that are keeping you from aligning with your future as well. Just because we got the, I'm gonna see this all right here. This all goes together. The last two cards in this row. So I'm gonna take Six of Cups, Eight of Cups back into this, and this all makes sense now. Because regardless of whether this is something that you need to like rid from your life, that's a person or anything like that, it's keeping you from some happiness, and that's where you need to turn away from. But that's where the secret lies. That's what I've been trying to figure out this whole freaking reading. I think there's a person that you need to clear some old energy up with. Or it's within yourself, these things that you're thinking and all of the stuff that's about the past. This could have been a past person that you're not even dealing with anymore, or just past energies, past with business, past whatever's been keeping you in your mind, Gemini. You need to pack up your shit and move away from it, because it's in the past. We're moving on to future. I even started this reading talking about so much for the future, and now we're arrived down here and we see turning away. That makes so much sense now that we're finally here. Turn away from what you knew. You know what I mean? It's going to seem scary, but it's going to lead you to the world. Take refuge in yourself. If I could give you anything else from this reading, like overall, is take refuge in yourself, because that's your safe space. At the end of the day, when you come to you and you don't have any outside sources in these things trying to program you, you get to step back into yourself and be like, hey, I'm the source of my power. I'm the source of my own alignment, and I dictate my own future. And I'm able to move forward and be comfortable in all the things that I do and not have things to stress out, to worry over, whatever that may be. Even though I arrived at a place where we got a little bit more clarity, I'm still going to pull a final row. I'm going to get up really quick. In the middle of a reading, cut on this light because the sun is setting. So I love that I said that, actually. I said the sun is setting, and remember at the beginning of this thing, I said we had a lot of sunlight energy in that thing, and now we have the sun setting in this card. Empress energy, you guys. As the sun sets, I think you guys are like hearing this message, and you guys are going to be stepping into this Empress energy, no doubt. You know what I mean? I know you guys can overcome whatever this mental stress is. It's going to happen. Then one more clarifying row for Gemini, January 2021, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. Fuck yes. Yeah, I guess. Clarifying card for the top row, Wheel of Fortune to the Tower to the Empress, is now the Lovers. That's you, Gemini. That is you. Duality, happiness, a force. Some of you might be able to finally let this person come back to your life. If this was a person, like I was saying, that you needed to kind of clear up some stuff with, clear up communication with, maybe this is going to be better for you guys. Maybe this is going to help you align with your Empress energy because you guys are able to come together. If not, this is masculine and feminine energy as one. This could be you kind of coming into yourself as one, bringing those forces together that cause you to overthink as one. Regardless, there is a message of as one here. I say that as I pull up this next card, which is the number 1. So clarifying this middle row right here at the end of this is the Magician. You have all the tools before you to literally manifest your future, to manifest whatever you want to. And with this being your message, that I feel like you need to kind of clear up your mental chatter in your mind to be able to move forward. You have the ability to do that, you guys. You just kind of have to set your mind towards doing that. Because once you do, the Ace of Wands is your final card. That is go for it energy. That is new opportunity truly being handed to you, and something that is going to be passionate and worth going for. And what makes me so excited for this to be your final card at the end of this row is the Page of Wands is what starts the bottom of this row. And like I said earlier, he's the spark of a new idea, a spark of a new way of being, something that he feels very passionate and creative towards. And the Ace of Wands holds that same staff and is now almost like the gods handing you a chance. That skips right past the energy of action of doing it, and it's literally saying here you go. And even accidentally, that was a little dramatic, but that just knocked straight out my hand. It said, there you go. Here's your wand, here's your staff. Move on to what you're doing, because it's as above, so below. That's the wand that you wield. That he is wielding the wand, or an anathema in this, and he uses the wand and all these energies to push forward with his future. And I feel like you guys are going to have a really, really strong connection with yourself in this bottom row, and it's going to open up so much new opportunity for you. I'll pull a quick affirmation card like I do at the end of all my videos for you guys really quick, just so we can get a closing message. I hope you guys found what you needed with this video. Like I said again, before I even pull this final card, quiet out that mental chatter, you guys, because you have a lot more of a heavier force of happiness and just full of sun and light, and the angels are really truly looking out for you right now in this time. Your spirit guides, whatever you believe in, has got you in their wing. They've got you taken care of, and you just got to clear out this old cycle. This cycle is ending. This cycle is definitely ending. What's the highest message we have for affirmations for Gemini? Gemini says, I already got them on messages. I don't need this one. Lies. Somebody fell out, but I'm going to take the 2 that just dropped to the cards. First card says, when I don't know what is happening, I choose to be curious and excited about what is going to be. And the next one that says, it says, I am valuable. Many people are thankful for my presence and their lives. You guys, don't be like too unsure about where you're going. You know, that message honestly speaks for itself. Stay a little bit curious and excited for what's going to happen and what you can manifest and bring into your life. Like, don't let creativity like not fuel you. But also realize that you're valuable and your own mental, like everything mentally stable within yourself requires stability in general. Like, you can't just have it all wonky everywhere. You guys were a breath of air today, like in general. And now like y'all almost can't even see me in this video anymore. Like, I'll see you guys in the next video.